LV55 Media LLC presents the Heroes of Montford Point Mobile Landing Platform Ceremony, Part 4, featuring Master of Ceremonies Jim Gill, Rear Admiral David Lewis, and Rear Admiral Mark Busby.
Thank you, Congressman Peters. Our next speaker is Rear Admiral David Lewis. Admiral Lewis is currently assigned as Program Executive Officer for Ships, overseeing all Navy shipbuilding for destroyer, amphibious ships, logistics support ships, support craft, and foreign military sales. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Rear Admiral David Lewis.
Thank you, Jim. Looks like we have a man down on the port side. How are we doing over there? We're good? All righty. All previous greetings and salutations remain in effect. Transformational change in a society or profession occurs rarely, perhaps once in a century at most. Often, we do not even know that it's happening until it has already happened. Consider the internet. To be involved in such a seminal change and to know that it is happening is thus a real privilege. To be a leader in driving that change is a rare honor indeed. Today, we're privileged to participate in the intersection of two such fundamental changes, one societal and one maritime. Montford Point, the place, represents a key step in implementing true equality in our society. That process started with the Declaration of Independence in 1776, the U.S. Constitution in 1783, the Emancipation Proclamation in 1863, was furthered by the desegregation of the military in 1948 and the Civil Rights Act of 1964. Montford Point, the place, and the people have played a leadership role in that great societal change process. My role here is to represent U.S. Navy shipbuilding and the naval ship design community, so I will dwell on the other transformation we commemorate today, modularity. Montford Point, the ship, is a modular ship. As such, it is the latest incarnation of a 70-year evolution in the concept of the U.S. Navy design, and one that represents our first fundamental change in our ship design process since the reign of England's Queen Elizabeth I in the 16th century. This ship and her modular sisters are revolutionizing the technology and engineering processes that have been embedded in our ship design process for more than 400 years. Aircraft carriers were the first modular ships. From the 1930s, when it became clear that aircraft designs were changing faster than ships could be built or modified to accommodate them, ship designers began to uncouple the details of the ship's design, the mission package, the air wing, from the details of the ship's design. Specific airplanes could come and go, but the ship remained largely unchanged so long as the new airplanes lived within the very broad design limits set by the ship itself. You see the benefits of that process right here in downtown San Diego. In the 1940s, the USS Midway was designed to launch F-4F Wildcats and F-4U Corsairs. When she was decommissioned 47 years later, she operated supersonic F-18 Hornets. Same ship. No other ship commissioned in 1946 served so long or so well as a frontline naval combatant. Amphibious ships since World War II have also been designed as modular ships, with elements of the United States Marine Corps serving as their embarked mission package. There are no more flexible or more capable littoral strike ships than these in the Navy's inventory. Both aircraft carriers and amphibious ships are what I call cross-domain ships. Their mission packages are designed to operate from the sea domain and into the air or land domains, creating an engineering problem which defined their need for innovation. The latest trend in ship modularity, which turns it from a niche application into a naval design revolution, is the within-domain modularity represented by Montford Point and her sister modular ships called the Joint High-Speed Vessel and the Littoral Combatant ships, the last homeported right here in San Diego. The LCS ships, Freedom, Independence, and Fort Worth, have 180-ton mission packages that can perform any warfighting mission you might choose to imagine. JHSV-1, USNS Spearhead, currently operating from Virginia, has a 600-ton mission package capable of performing any non-combatant role you might want. Montford Point with a 23,000-ton mission capacity, is the heavy hitter in the modular ship community. Her first mission package is already under contract to a shipbuilder in Portland, Oregon, and will support up to 3 air-cushioned landing craft. Her modularity, defined by her prodigious mission deck, will ensure her usefulness for decades to come. As yet undefined warfighting requirements will be designed to fit within her massive hull. To use an emerging term of art, Montford Point has the capability to have a capability. Today, we do not know the details of what that future capability may be, but we do know that we are providing a ship today that can support almost any naval mission or technology a future naval leader might desire. In fact, the Navy has already decided to modify her design for the 3rd and 4th ships of the class to accommodate an existing afloat forward staging base mission requirement for our combatant commanders. The USS Ponce, an amphibious modular ship from the 1960s, is filling that role now, to be replaced by MLP-3 when she is completed. I believe that the African American Marines trained at Montford Point knew, or at least suspected, that they were furthering a long overdue transformation in society. I know that the designers and builders of Montford Point know that they are furthering a revolution in the field of maritime supremacy and ship design. Both transformations will change the world forever and for the better. What a great Navy and Marine Corps Day. In closing, I would like to thank the Navy NASCO team for their extraordinary efforts in defining the future of naval prepositioning forces embodied in the ship that floats behind me. In particular, I would like to recognize Art Divins, Jeff Fuller, Commander Jay Young, and Lieutenant Commander Sarah Zaro, who have had leadership roles in bringing this ship to life. If you could stand and be recognized, please. But above all, I would like to thank the Montford Point Marines for their extraordinary examples of selfless service and for paving the way for us all. Thank you.
Thank you, Admiral Lewis. Our next speaker is Rear Admiral Mark Busby, Commander, Military Sealift Command. Admiral Busby oversees the readiness and operation of the Combat Logistics Force Fleet, in which USNS Montford Point will serve. Ladies and gentlemen, will you please welcome Rear Admiral Mark Busby.
Thank you, Jim. Congressman Peters, Congressman Vargas, Mrs. Bolden and family, Administrator Bolden, Commandant, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, and most importantly, the Marines of Montford Point. Good morning. It's great to be back in San Diego on a beautiful morning to add another ship to the United States Navy. I'm honored to represent the more than 9,000 men and women of Military Sealift Command, both civilians in uniform, as we christen United States ship Montford Point. I salute the ship's first master, Captain Kurt Kleinschmidt, and his chief engineer, my fellow Kings Pointer, Bill Mouse, and the rest of the Merchant Marine crew. Their dedication will stand this ship and its mission in good stead as they sail anywhere in the globe that their mission sends them. And they'll be backed by the knowledge and expertise of the ship's port engineer, Dennis Williams. When it comes to sacrifice, none know it better than the brave Marines who passed through Camp Montford Point. They were the role models for a long line of Leathernecks who believed in nation and patriotism before self. They were the first of their class. It is therefore fitting then that this ship, USNS Montford Point, be the first of its class. It's also fitting that it will be crewed by merchant mariners from our operating company, Ocean Shipholding Incorporated, sailing under the Military Sealift Command house flag. Like the Montford Point Marines during World War II, our merchant Marines have never hesitated to complete the mission, even when that mission put them in harm's way. Then and now, MSC ships and crews sail wherever they are needed, no matter the danger. From Antarctica to the Arabian Gulf, MSC delivers. This ship, with its unique capabilities, will become one of the key enablers of sea basing, allowing the U.S. Navy to raise forward operations to a new level. Service to the Navy and to the nation is what MSC people and ships are all about. Whether it's combat logistics support to the fleet, humanitarian response to disasters wherever they may occur, sea lift of Department of Defense cargo worldwide, or the specialized services that MSC provides to a myriad of other governmental organizations. I hope that you, the Montford Point Marines, will be proud of this ship that bears your legacy on the transom and up on the bow. And it will spread the Montford Point name to ears around the world as this ship sails on its missions for decades to come. And who really knows? Yeah. And who really knows what those missions will be? As Admiral Lewis said, when you look at this ship and say, what goes in that big empty space in the middle? I'd say use your imagination. It's 800 feet of use your imagination. Some of the future cargo that this ship will carry has not even been invented yet or even considered. Yet this flexible ship will have the capability to improvise, adapt, and overcome, just like the Marines she is named for. Wherever the call, whatever the need, USNS Montford Point will be part of the Navy's global force for good. My personal thanks to Fred Harris and all the men and women here in the great General Dynamics NASSCO team. You have been excellent shipmates in the previous shipbuilding programs, and I look forward to our future together as we send more of these incredible ships on a journey towards service to the nation. To my senior construction representative, Mr. Than Carr, and his hardworking staff, I offer you my thanks and a salute for your exceptional guidance and oversight of this new program.
This event was recorded live on March 2nd, 2013 at the General Dynamics NASSCO Shipyard, San Diego, California.